So my name is Adarsh Kumar. I've secured All India rank 154 in 2023's CAPF exam, and this was my second attempt. I had given the first attempt but could not clear the prelims that time. So I should first give a brief introduction about the exam. You guys must be knowing about it, but I should give a brief introduction about it. I'll tell you how to analyze PYQ in some time. So the CAPF exam consists of three stages. The first is the written stage that consists of two papers. The first is the objective paper that is MCQ based, and the second is the subjective paper. And after clearing that, you get a call for the physical and medical test, and after clearing it, you get a call for the interview. So this is a three-staged process that takes around 1 year, and from the date of you giving the written exam, it usually takes around 11 months to 1 year to get your final result. And so that's the brief about the exam. You get selected as assistant commandant, which is a group A gazetted post for the government of India in the Home Ministry. I should first tell you about my basic sources, then I'll tell you about how to do current affairs and all. So first, I think basic sources uh, are given already by many toppers, but I'll just revise them for you. I think for Polity, I did Lakshmikant. For modern, I think Spectrum book should suffice. And for other papers, I think the NCERTs should be done thoroughly. And more importantly, the 11th and 12th NCERTs. And for geography, we can do the only the 11th portion, and we can just skim past the 12th portion because I don't think it has much value for us. And for economics, I think after doing the basic books, after doing the NCERT, we should switch to the basic books that can be any coaching's material or any book that you feel comfortable to read, and I think that should be enough for the economics portion. And coming to the current affairs, I think many people have different strategies regarding current affairs. Like me personally, I didn't read daily newspaper because I did not have a habit for it. So I thought it would not be a good decision to invest time in developing a habit that I already don't have. So I stuck to the basic monthly current affairs that are given by many institutes. And I'll advise you to do current affairs from at least two different sources. And one should be CAPF specific, like, or CDS specific, like, which has different portions such as defense and more factual current affairs, I must say. So, because that kind of questions are being asked right now in the current examinations. And I think from the 2022 examinations, the pattern has slightly shifted and it has gotten a bit tougher in the first paper, which is the MCQ based paper. And I think in order to tackle that, I think the current affairs should be done thoroughly. And doing the current affairs from two different sources will help anyone to uh, not miss much of the information that is being given every day right now. Because I don't think more than 50% of the things that you read will be asked in the examination. Because you have to use your logical reasoning and critical thinking to deduce answers for multiple questions in the examinations, be it paper one or paper two. But being thorough with your static and current portion doing the will help you in doing the and in tackling the unconventional questions really well. Regarding Speedy, I think Speedy is a good book for the current affairs because it gives factual information in very short format, like in 100 to 120 pages. You cover one whole year of current affairs. But one thing that you should keep in mind while reading Speedy is that there are certain spelling mistakes and certain factual errors, and I think you should take into consideration that any book that is being printed every month should will have some errors, and I think you should recheck with the internet if you find anything fishy, and then read the current affairs. Regarding PYQs, I don't think that PYQs repeat verbatim, like questions don't repeat word to word. But I think if you get the whole gist of the uh, PYQs from at least, I think, 10 to 12 years, because after 2010 there has been a shift in the question paper. So if you get a gist of the 12, 13, 14 years of question papers, you'll be able to know the areas that the questions are being asked from, and that will help you in tackling the questions that come in your examination. And it will be a effective solution to any unconventional questions that you may find in the paper, because most of the questions that are asked are framed from PYQs only, because the examiners many times try to give specific weightage to every section, and in that regard they have to repeat certain aspects or certain parts of the syllabus, and it normally happens that the same trends are repeated. For example, in ancient, many times the Vijayanagara Empire is asked, and also the Mughal was asked recently. So I think if you know the trends that are happening and that are being repeated, and you prepare that topic thoroughly, then you can have an advantage over rest of your peers. So regarding coaching, I personally did not take any coaching at the start or even now. I did use the Topper Talks of UPSC Time, and it was quite helpful for me, and that is why I'm trying to return the favor to the community. And I think it is a personal choice whether a person takes coaching or not, because it may be beneficial for some, but it may not have much effect for some others. So I think if you take coaching, and then you have to try to supplement your your study with supplement your study with also self study, and also do the things that are done in the coaching institutes, because I think at last everything comes down to the self study part. The coaching institutes can help you get the direction that you should go in, but in order to get the final result, I think you should try to focus more on the self study part, and I think that would help you in getting along and getting across the line. Regarding the weightage of general science, I think it changes every year. For example, recently in the 2024 paper, it was a very unconventional paper, which was unlike any paper asked before that. So the weightage changes every year, I think, but the more or less there is certain weightage that I can broadly tell you. Like, for example, there are around 15 questions or 10 or 20 questions of maths. There are 20 to 25 questions that are of science, pure science, physics, chemistry, and bio. And also some years current affairs get a good weightage, like they get 10 to 12 questions, or some years the current affairs get less weightage and they get rarely they get a question or two, three questions. So the weightage changes every year, and I think uh, we cannot ignore any aspect, because it may happen that whatever we ignore, it may have a good amount of weightage in that year, so it may backfire upon us. So I think we should try to give equal importance to everything, and it will help us in getting the and tackling anything that comes our way. Regarding how many hours did I study? Oh, if I give you an honest answer, it varied a lot. Sometimes I did study for like 8, 9, 10 hours, but there have been many days where I did not even open the book or did not have the mind to even study a bit. So it happens with everyone, I think, because I don't think it is possible that we can study for 16, 18 hours every day for 1 year or 2 year and get a result. So I think it shouldn't be taken like I've seen many people say that a study of 12 or 13 hours is necessary, but I don't think that it is a one fit for all approach, because I think mm, different people have different kind of reading speeds, and I think if studying 5 to 6 hours gives you enough confidence that you are going in the right direction, then I think we should stick to that and not go on and try to do what others are telling us to do. So, if I sum up, I think it varies for everyone. And for me personally, if I take an average, I studied for like 5 to 6 hours every day. Okay, I'll try to speak in Hindi too. Regarding note making and book study, I think this also depends what suffices you. I personally only read books that are given, the basic books. I had highlighted special portions that are more important in them, and I revised them many a times. But I also suggest that if you have a habit of note making at it and it works for you, then I think you should make notes for it. But don't take much time for making notes, because in 1 year it should not be like that. Only your 8 to 9 months are going into note making and you don't have much time for revision. So I think you should try to uh, mm, divide your time judiciously. I think 2 to 3 months should be enough for making notes. If if you have a background, then it may be done in less than 2 3 months. If you are a student of CDS or FCAT or CSE examinations, but if you are new to this, then I think in 3 to 4 months you can make notes of every portion of the syllabus, and then you can try to revise it as many times as possible, because I think revision is the key. And I don't think without revision notes serve much a purpose. So I think it depends on everyone. I personally studied books only, but if you have a habit of making notes, I can assure you it can give you great results too. So my score in paper one was 142 or 143, I think, which was around 20, 24 marks more than the cutoff, which was very helpful in me securing the rank, because when the seats are less, the marks distribution is very close, and there are many students that are on the same marks, and the rank is decided on the basis of their age. So I think it is very necessary that maximize your scores in the you maximize your score in paper one, and because paper two is subjective and you can't predict how the examiner will check your paper. But if you score at least 15, 20, 25 marks above the cutoff, I think it will help you in clearing the first stage and also in getting the merit list uh, quite easily. And in paper 2, my score was 83. I think this year it was average or above average, because this year the average marks were very low for the paper 2. But the cutoff for paper 1 was okayish, like it was high, 118. So I think you people should try to have a good marks distribution in paper 1 and paper 2, but I think you should focus on paper 1 first, because if you can score 20-30 marks in paper 1 more than the cutoff, then you'll definitely get a call for the medical part, provided that you at least complete the paper 2. But I also advise that you should give proper attention to paper 2 also, because I've seen many candidates secure a rank just because of good marks in paper 2. Like they were right around the cutoff in paper 1, but they scored or excelled, I must say, in paper 2, like scored 110 or 115, and that helped them in getting the final, getting recommended by UPSC. So I think it shouldn't matter, but on which paper you focus more. But I think if you pick a stronger point, you can look into yourself and think what you can do better. Like if paper 1 is your strong point, you can focus more on it and try to maximize your score. Or if paper 2 is your stronger part, you can write better, you have a great content knowledge, then you can also focus on paper 2, and that would suffice you to clear this exam. So the interview happens in both the languages, but it purely depends on the board and their discretion. Like I personally gave my interview in English only. They do not ask you per se that if you want to give your interview in English or Hindi, but they get to know while you walk in or while you address them or greet them. They get to know which language you are more comfortable in, and generally they uh, ask speaking you in that language only. But sometimes it may happen that the board tries to test you, and that one of my friend that cleared the exam said that he was a Hindi medium student, but when he went in, so what happened is uh, he he asked the board from his own mouth, that can I give the interview in Hindi, but they blatantly refused it. They said that you should try giving the interview in English only. So it may happen that all your preparation might go in vain if you keep in mind that you will give the examination in Hindi only, because the ultimately it's a test of your intellect and your personality. So they try to pressurize you and try to get you into difficult situations and see how you handle it, because ultimately you will be commanding a company at the starting only, and the lives of your people will depend on you. So I think regarding the medium of interview, I think you can give it in both, but you should be ready with basic English at least, so that if time comes and they ask you to, like give the interview in English only, then you should be able to speak. They won't judge you on the prowess of your language or how much you can use a good word power or anything. If you can frame up basic sentences and answer them and they understand you, that will be enough, and it will help you in getting the marks that you deserve. रिगार्डिंग मिस्टेक्स दैट आई डिड, तो मैंने जो मिस्टेक्स करी थी, अगर मैं वो काउंट करूं तो काउंटलेस ही मिस्टेक्स करी होंगी, क्योंकि स्टार्टिंग में वी ट्राई टू डू अ हिट एंड ट्रायल मेथड। हम कोशिश करते हैं कि जो भी वर्क करे उसे एक बार ट्राई करके देखा जाए, और अगर वो अच्छे से हमारे प्रिपरेशन में हेल्प करता है तो वी कैन कंटिन्यू इट, और इफ इट डजंट देन वी ट्राई टू go another way, try another way, and find out the best way forward. So first mistake that I think I did in the first attempt, in which I could not clear the written part. I think I did not focus much on the science portion, that is the physics, chemistry, and bio portion. Me being a science student, I thought I would be able to tackle the basic questions that come, but it is almost, I think, 7 5 6 7 years till we have like seen the science books and all in our school. So I think I should have paid more focus on the science portion, which I did in the second attempt, and it helped me get extra marks that I lacked in the first attempt, which made me not clear the exam. मुझे लगता है हर एक पोर्शन को, हर एक सिलेबस के पोर्शन को इक्वल इम्पोर्टेंस देना चाहिए, एंड किसी को भी निगलेक्ट करने से वो आपके साल को बर्बाद कर सकता है, क्योंकि many time it happens that that portion only gets a huge amount of value or weightage that year, so you might lose on very good 10 to 20 marks on that, and that is enough for you to go from the recommended list to the uncleared list or the failed candidates. So I think we should give equal importance to everyone, everything, every portion, and I think this was one of my mistakes that I did. Regarding, I think one more mistake that I can talk about is that I did not focus much on the writing portion. Me personally, I had a quite good writing speed, so I did not much focus on the writing portion. And I, in the last year's attempt, I was just able to complete the paper two on time, and the content that I gave was not really good, I think. Regardless, I didn't get selected in paper one, so my paper two wasn't even checked. But I think I lagged in paper two, so that is why I worked towards it. I wrote essays, I wrote the pressy writings, I wrote the report writings that happen, and in a time bound manner, so that it can replicate the real exam scenario, and it helped me in gaining a speed. And in this year I was able to complete the paper well before time. I think I had around 7 8 minutes left, and I could see and underline and highlight any uh, brownie points that I gave. So I think two mistakes that I did last year, I learned from them, and I think it should be helpful for you too. टेस्ट सीरीज के बारे में, वैसे मैंने पर्सनली कोई टेस्ट सीरीज नहीं दी थी, क्योंकि मेरा ज़्यादा फोकस पीवाईक्यूज पे था, क्योंकि मुझे लगता है पीवाईक्यूज आर अ टेस्ट सीरीज ऑन देयर ओन. इफ यू ट्राई टू लाइक सी इट फ्रॉम डिफरेंट परस्पेक्टिव्स, अगर आप देखते हैं कि किस साल कैसे क्वेश्चंस आए थे, किस साल किस क्वेश्चन को ज़्यादा वेटेज था, किस साल किस सिलेबस के पोर्शन को ज़्यादा वेटेज था, तो आप ये देख सकते हैं कि it can be a kind of test series for you. You can try solving it also, but I think more than solving, uh, you should try to learn from the various, the various tricks that are given in the questions of the PYQs, like how the language can be decided, and how the language is decided for any question, and how to reduce the answer from the language. That things can be learned from the PYQs only. And I think if you want to purchase any test series, अगर आपको टेस्ट सीरीज लेनी है, तो मार्केट में बहुत सारी अच्छी टेस्ट सीरीज हैं जो कि नो डाउट बहुत हेल्पफुल होंगी, बिकॉज आई थिंक प्रैक्टिस इज वेरी नेसेसरी. बिकॉज अगर आप उस दिन 2 घंटे में पेपर कंप्लीट ही नहीं कर पाए पेपर वन को, तो अगर आपके क्वेश्चंस छूट गए तो डेफिनेटली आप पे बैकफायर करेगा ही. सो आपको आप किसी भी अच्छी कोचिंग के टेस्ट सीरीज को यूज कर सकते हैं. मी पर्सनली आई डिड नॉट टेक एनी टेस्ट सीरीज, सो मैं सजेस्ट तो नहीं कर पाऊंगा, बट there are many really good institutes. I think every institute has its own good points, so you can try and get, if you have friends that have taken the test series, you can look at it once. आप देख सकते हैं कि वो काम आएगा या नहीं. If it aligns with your personality, I must say, if it aligns with how you think, if it aligns with how UPSC makes the paper, then you should definitely go for it. I think test series are a good thing in the preparation. And फॉर पेपर टू ऑल्सो, पेपर टू के लिए मैं सजेस्ट करूंगा आप अच्छी एक टेस्ट सीरीज जरूर लें. मैंने नहीं ली थी क्योंकि मेरे पास ऐसे लोग थे जो मेरी कॉपीज को चेक करके मुझे मेरे गलत और सही पॉइंट्स बताते थे. बट आई थिंक अगर आपके पास ऐसे कोई मेंटर नहीं है या ऐसे आपके दोस्त नहीं है जो इस फील्ड में है, तो आप एक अच्छी टेस्ट सीरीज ले सकते हैं पेपर टू के लिए, जो कि बहुत ज़्यादा हेल्पफुल होगी आपके गुड पॉइंट्स और बैड पॉइंट्स को जानने में. क्योंकि गुड पॉइंट्स पे वर्क करके हम एक्स्ट्रा मार्क्स ले सकते हैं और बैड पॉइंट्स को अवॉइड करके हम अपने मार्क्स को बचा सकते हैं लूज होने से. सो अगर इफ यू टेक एनी गुड कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट्स second paper test series, I think it will help you. And if you write in a time bound manner, then it will help you in completing the exam at the real scenario, and it will help you in excelling in paper 2 also. So social studies part, like in history, geography, like these portion, अगर आप साइंस बैकग्राउंड के हैं तो स्टार्टिंग में आपको थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम होगी, these being out of your syllabus for much time now. हिस्ट्री, सिविक्स, ज्योग्राफी, ये सब हमने 10th में पढ़ा था लास्ट. सो अगर आप साइंस बैकग्राउंड के हैं और आपको सोशल स्टडीज में स्टार्ट करना है तो एनसीईआरटी से स्टार्ट करना बेस्ट रहेगा. 6th से आप स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं अगर आपका थोड़ा भी आपको रिवीजन नहीं है, आपको कुछ याद नहीं है, इफ यू डोंट रिमेम्बर एनीथिंग रिगार्डिंग इट, so you can start from 6th and then build your way forward, because the language used by NCERT is very lucid. It can be understood by, I think, all of us. So starting with right from the 6th class and then building our way forward, I think, and doing when we reach the 12th portion, I think even the students that have science background will be much focused and much, efficient in the social studies portion. And I think after that, if you feel the need to go for the specific specialized books like spectrum and all, then you can go for it. If you have a background, it would be really easy for you to study and read these books also, the specialized books, and it will help you in clearing not clearing, I think it will help you in completing your syllabus very efficiently, and you can complete your social studies portion even if you have a science background. Regarding the preparation of CAPF and CSE together, I think it can be done really easily. I have given mains in the 2022 civil services. I have given multiple CDSs. I have given FCATs. I've cleared them, the written part. So I think the major thing that should be done for all these examinations is that if we complete our whole syllabus, because mostly the syllabus is same for all these exams, barring a few differences, like the science portion is much more emphasized upon in the CAPF examination rather than the CSE examination. So we can just tweak our studies a little bit and we can be prepared for every examination that is of this level and this aptitude. And it will help us in clearing, I think, all at once too, if the consistency is there and the plan is right, that is done. रिगार्डिंग द मेमोराइजेशन प्रॉब्लम, ये सबके साथ होता है कि आदमी भूल जाता है कुछ दिन बाद, क्योंकि ब्रेन की कैपेसिटी उतनी ही है हमारी सबकी। सो और बहुत चीज़ हम लोग दिमाग में रखते हैं, इसकी वजह से एक ही चीज़ को बहुत सालों तक याद रखना पॉसिबल नहीं है। एंड द ओनली सॉल्यूशन टू दिस इज रिविजन, मल्टीपल रिविजन्स। आई personally think that you should at least do 5 or 10 or 15 revisions before appearing for the examination, because it doesn't matter how many books you read or how many current affairs magazines you read. If you can't revise and can't remember that on the D-Day, then it is of no use. So I think what you should do is focus on multiple revisions, and revision is the key to success in these kind of competitive examinations, I think, because here the aptitude portion is not given that much weightage as in like banking or other exams, and you need to have a good memory and you need to be able to recall facts and figures in the switch of a moment. So you should be thorough with your revision, and it will help you uh, in getting good marks in both the papers. Yes, I did read the books again. And like I told you, I highlighted the important portions in the book only. I had a PDF format of it and I highlighted it. And if you highlight it diligently, then it won't take much time to revise it again. And the number of times, the frequency of your revision increases, the lesser the time it takes for one revision to complete. So अगर आप पहला रिवीजन कर रहे हैं तो मे बी आपको 2 से 3 दिन लग जाए एक सब्जेक्ट के लिए, और बट वही है कि सेकंड रिवीजन में वो टाइम थोड़ा कम होगा, थर्ड रिवीजन में थोड़ा और कम होगा। जैसे मेरे लास्ट रिवीजन में एग्जाम से पहले आई वाज एबल टू डू द होल सिलेबस इन 2 days ओनली, और स्टार्टिंग में आई यूज टू टेक 3 to 4 days to revise polity only. So you can see how much a difference occurs if the frequency increases. So I think frequency is the key there. You can even do you can do skimmed reading, like not reading everything but just getting to know the book, and it will help you too. I think there should be a unison of both these aspects, like recollecting in our mind and also closing the book and or rereading it. Because, but if I may suggest a better approach, I think the revision should be done in a very scientific way. Like if I did a revision for polity today, I should do it again after 2 days so that it regains the momentum in my mind. Then after that, I will do it after 1 week, and then after that, I'll do it after 15 days. So if we keep increasing the time frame and increasing the frequency too, like doing it 4 or 5 times, but at a larger time frame, it is a scientific method that I read somewhere, and it does work. I did my revisions like that only, and it did help me in getting good marks. So any more questions if you guys have, you can ask. Any other thing that I should touch down upon? Regarding the interview experience, it is obviously the biggest day in our lives till now, because most of us have never like given a interview of that nature or that level. Just going to the place, the UPSC office or the headquarter, it it brings a feeling of pride and I think a nervousness too. So regarding the interview experience, I think the key thing that we should keep our mind upon is confidence, because it is a very nervous kind of situation when you enter into a room and you see there are 4 or 5 dignitaries, I must say, that have a combined experiences that are like 4 or 5 times your life, your age. So you get a little bit nervous, but I think we should try to fight that. And if we fight that, then the questions they ask are not like very technical or tough. We can answer it if we try to like just delve into our minds and think about it. But if you're nervous, you won't be able to think, and it would like create a pressure situation there. And if they find that you are mm, easy to pressurize, then they'll try to pressurize you more, because ultimately it is a personality test and they want to know if you'll be able to handle the pressure situations that come when you are serving the country. So I think you should try to like give multiple mock interviews, so and that too with full board, like 4 or 5 members, so that when you give the real interview, it is not like a very new experience for you, and you don't like hesitate in saying anything that you know. So I think the key to a good performance in the interview would be uh, giving multiple mock interviews and also being thorough with your content. Regarding my personal interview, I got the board of IPS Shilvardhan sir, and the board was really cordial, I must say. They like did not pressurize me much, uh, but if I may share also, the person that went just before me, when he came, he was sweating like real bad. So I think they had him pressurized there. So it depends on person to person. If they find a trace of nervousness or uh, hesitation in you, they try to dwell upon it and see if you break or not. And if you break, I think it will be a real bad situation for you, because ultimately the decisions that you'll make after you're selected or you're posted, you cannot like get pressurized and make any hasty decisions. So I think what you should do is, uh, like I said, multiple mock interviews, and I think the best option is to talk with your family too, because they know you better and they can tell you what weaknesses your personality has that you can improve. So I think I got 105 marks in the interview. So it was like okayish marks. It was, I think, above average. So I think what I did there right, if I may say so, is that I was like fearless in my mind that nothing bad can happen. They are just going to talk to me and nothing more. They'll just ask questions and I have to reply. Don't I think we should not like make a big deal out of it. Like if we're giving going to give the interview, we should not like make it a life or death situation in our heads. I think it is just an interview. They'll only talk to you, and uh, they'll judge your personality. I think they judge your personality when you enter the room only, and they just reconfirm your personality in the next 25-30 minutes or however long your interview goes on. So I think the confidence is the main factor that can help you sail through the interview. Social issues such as those of relatives and families. So regarding social issues, I must say that it is a very pressure. Like the society does create a pressure situation for you, for us, the aspirants, many a times, whether be it directly or indirectly. Like if you see someone of your age that was your colleague doing good in life and getting a job, and you here are just sitting and preparing, sorry, for more than 1 year, more than 2 years. So I think it does create a thing in our head that we feel like a bit left out. We feel that everyone has like uh, excelled in their careers, and here we are doing nothing and not getting the result that we desire. But at the end, I think it should not matter much, because ultimately it is your life, and the decisions that you make will impact you only and your immediate family. I don't think that relatives or anything else like should play more focus on it, because वही बात है कि आप अगर आप रिलेटिव्स के बारे में ही सोचते रहोगे तो फिर आप अपने बारे में कब सोचोगे. So you should not focus much on what others are thinking, if they're taunting you or anything else. I think it happens with everyone, and you should try to give them the answer with your result. And I think any UPSC result is strong as an answer that anyone can give to anyone. So if you get your name in a merit list and you are recommended by UPSC, I think your life just changes overnight. So you should not think much of the social issues, and you should try to focus on your uh, preparation part and your mental health only, and that would, I think, benefit you. So regarding physical is a cumbersome process. Almost 50 to 55% of the aspirants that clear the written part do not make it past the uh, PST and MST phase. So I think you should be in decent shape. I won't say like you should be really fit or you should run a marathon or anything, but you should be in a decent shape, because the they are looking for people that are able to command a company at the start only, and the company respects only those who are able to lead it from the front, and physical prowess does play a part in you leading your company from the front. So I think you should be in a good physical condition, and that is why PST is taken. Regarding gaining weight, I won't be able to give you like a very good advice, because I did not have that issue as such. But I think you can join any physical academy, and they will tell you the diet chart and the exercises that you do to gain weight, because I have seen many people getting rejected on the weight portion, be it over or under. So I think you should go there in the limit that is given, which is according to your height, that is given by the commission. So I think you can join a physical academy after you clear the written portion of the exam, because you get a decent amount of time between it. I think 2, 3, 4 months you get uh, before the PST and MST portion. So I think you can join a physical academy, and they can tell you the way forward better than me. Regarding preparation for physical, I think there are 3, 4 things that you have to do. There is 800 meter, there is 100 meter, there is long jump, and I think there is shot put too. So it is not like real tough like it is in other ranks, like in the CPO or the SSCGD. It is relatively easier than that, because we don't have to run like long distances. But yes, I've seen people fail to run the 800 meter or complete the 100 meter on time. So I think practice is necessary. After you clear the exam, you should clear the first part of the exam. You should really get back to running, and you should. I think you can join a physical academy if it is accessible, and if it is not, then you can run in anywhere and try to match your try to measure your speed and see if you are fitting in that thing that the commission has given, the passing measures. So if it is you are in that, then all good, you should keep preparing. But if you're not able to do it like in time frame, or you're not able to complete, then I think you should play you should pay important aspect, like pay much importance to important aspects, like you should focus on your diet. You can also focus like really many YouTube videos regarding that, like how to prepare for the physical portion or the MST part of this exam. So I think you can take a look at it and try to see if you're like able to do it on time, and if not, then you can take external help, and it does help. I did start running after I cleared the first paper, and wasn't able to complete the first time the 800-meter the first time, but after rigorous practice, I think I was able to complete it 20-30 seconds before time. So if you can like practice real good, then I think it is not such a big deal to clear the physical part. Like questions asked in the interview, it were like very basic questions, but also like it were basic, but also it was testing my personality at the same time. Like they were asking me about what happened in the economic sector right at that time, like how the stock market was doing and all that, because I had a background in BBA and I had economics too. So like they ask the really basic questions from your background, and they try to gauge your personality according to it. Like they then try to mm, give counter questions, and they try to put you in the corner, and if you are able to tackle the pressure that is given by them, then it is like not much tough, I must say. But yes, I must say again that the thing that is most important in the interview portion is the confidence only, and not the content, because a person can ask anything that you may not know, and you cannot prepare for everything in 1 year. So I think if you have the confidence, if you have the vigor, if you have the zeal to like face the board, I think it will help you in clearing the interview stage and getting good marks. So the amount of months that are needed depends on like many factors. Like if you are a candidate of the civil services or the CDS, then it will take you like much less time than a person who is like preparing for this exam only, because the portion is almost done by the CDS and the CAPF, civil services students. Like they have to only do extra in, I think, science, or CDS students don't have to do even that. So I think if you are preparing for these exams, then it is relatively easier for you to prepare for CAPF. But if you are like preparing for CAPF only, then I think at least 11 to 12 months are needed for covering the whole portion and also doing the revision multiple times in order to excel. So before CIPF, I have given like 7, 8 CDS. I have cleared all the written part. I haven't attended any SSB, because policing was always the first passion that I had. I've also cleared multiple FCATs. I have cleared CSE prelims. I've given CSE mains. And I've also given CIPF in written once more last year, which I could not clear. And uh, other than this, I have not given many exams, because I think these exams have a you know similar type of structure, which you can like know. If you know the structure of one exam, then only general tweaking is needed for you to prepare for the other exams. that are of the same nature. So I think people should try to give multiple exams like which have a same type of structure, because it does help in practicing in the real exam scenarios, and it will help you in reducing the pressure in your mind too. So if you guys have any other question, you may ask, or might I should end the stream. I gave around 4 or 5 mock interviews before the real interview. Like, if you clear the MST part, like the second uh, stage of the examination, there are multiple coachings that offer you free mock interviews. You don't even have to spend a penny. You just have to go there and give your mock interview free of cost. So I think the more the merrier. But I think you should try to give the mock interviews that have a full board, like 3, 4, 5 members. That will give you the like simulation of the real scenario that happens in the UPSC Bhavan. Because just giving one-to-one interview, I don't think it will serve much purpose, because there won't be other persons to judge you while you're talking to one person only when you're giving the only one-to-one interview. So I think you should give the interview that has full board members, like 3, 4, 5 members, and it will help you in not being pressurized at the real interview. So any more questions if you guys have? Thank you so much. So with this, I think I should end the stream. I wish you guys all the best, and I hope to see you guys in the future as the gazetted officers of the government of India. And uh, mentor, I had one elder brother, the a friend of my elder brother who was my mentor. He had given his CSE interview before, so he was like my mentor who guided me through and held my hand. So I think if you have a mentor, then you should use him or her like diligently. They can help you like save uh, attempts of yours. Like if I did not have him, I might have like taken 1 or 2 more attempts to clear this exam. But having a good mentor does help. For regarding practicing the questions, I think the main, I think the coaching institutes that give the coaching institutes that give the um test series and all. Like there are many coaching institutes that give the test series free of cost too, so you can try practicing those, or you can purchase like Ghatna Chakra or the Disha publication books that have like a bundle of questions of previous years, and that will help you in gauging where you stand from a preparation point of view, and it will like help you in knowing how the questions are framed and asked. Yes, you can do Vision IS current affairs, and you should supplement it with any current affairs module or magazine that is CAPF specific. So I think I have answered all the queries that you guys had. I think I should end the stream now, and I wish you all the best, all of you guys, all the best, and all those who will be seeing this video in future, all the best. And I hope you get past this exam and achieve your dreams. Thank you so much.